Professor Dr. Saurabh Varshney, sir, he is a household name in Vidyapith. Sir has been here quite a few times, and each time that he has left, he has only left in us a desire to listen to him even more. And thankfully, today we have that opportunity. Next, we're in for a motivational speech on personality development and effective life management to be delivered by Professor Dr. Saurabh Varshney, sir, Executive Director and CEO, AIIMS, Deoghar. Sir, please.
A very good evening to all. My regards to Swami Shukdev Ji Maharaj. It's my pleasure to meet him today. My regards to Swami Jayatana Ji Maharaj, Swami Divya Sudhanand Ji Maharaj, all the monks, other monks of RK Mission. Can this slide be made bit dim? It's too bright on my face here. All the teachers of RK Mission Vidyapith and dear students. I was just, the comparer said that I am here to give a motivational speech. I think when I see so many motivated people in life in front of me, whenever I come to RK Mission, I myself get motivated. So I think I'm not here to give any motivational speech, because whenever I come, I get energized, I get motivated. Seeing the dedication, the exemplary work being done, and I see that those sparks in the students of this institute. So I get motivated, so I'll not call myself any motivational speech. I'll just share some of the learning points I have gathered in my life till now. By God's grace, wherever, whatever I could achieve, every day we learn something, so I'll be just sharing some of those experience points. That is what I'm going to talk about. And I'll just say that, just Swamiji was mentioning that education is basically something which gives you a step ahead in life, whatever you do. And I'll just like to add to that further, that education, you all students are here not to only get into competitive exams, you're not only here to get into some better positions in life, you are here to basically to empower yourself. Because in my opinion, education is to empower somebody, and empowerment is a big word, which has various components. You can say it has, just now Swamiji said that you have to have integrity, you have to have honesty, you have to have brotherhood, you have to have understanding for others, you have to have moral values, you have to have some this principles of life, and when you put them together, when you leave this school, you are empowered, you can face any challenge of life in the world. And that, I think, the school creates within you, that is empowerment. And if you are empowered, I think you can achieve whatever you dream for, what you wish for, what you try for. So keep in mind, and you are very fortunate, those students who are in this school, they are very fortunate that you are being empowered from all the spheres, what you need in your life, because you know that trees which have deep roots, they only survive the storms. And today we are in a modern era where we daily form storms in life of various forms. And if your foundation is strong, believe me, you can sustain any storm and you will stand erect and you will grow tall. So that is something very important to understand. So I was instructed to talk about something about personality development and effective life management. Now, what is the term personality? Why we say that we have to develop a personality in this world to have some recognition. Personality word basically comes from a Greek theater word, that's a persona. Because in theaters, people used to enact different characters, holding a mask in front of them, and tried to enact the mass they were holding, and that was a mass personality they were enacting. So the word came from persona, it got transformed into personality. Now, today when you have to be in a competitive world, you cannot keep mass in front of face. So you have to have your own identity. When you have to have own identity, you have to have your own personality. That's why we talk about you have to develop your personality so that you can do what you want to do in your life, you can achieve what you want to achieve in your life. So many times we talk about who are you, many times we talk about God has not made me fair, God has not made me tall, God has not made me this, God has not made me that. And we keep on asking, why me, who am I, who are you? So all these questions keep in mind, and they keep on struggling in our gray matter of brain. There are various technical definitions in psychology, human psychology about personality. I will not talk about because we'll talk beyond the boundaries or boxes of knowledge. What we'll share is beyond the boxes of knowledge, which is easy to understand and easy to tell. So personality is basically a component of different characters. It can be temperament, it can be trait, it can be a type. Some people are very, very aggressive. Some people are very adaptable. Some people are very adjusting. So these all are different types of personality we talk about, and traits are basically what makes you positive, negative in certain situations. Because we all act or react to a situation. Those who understand, who have a wisdom, they act to a situation. Those who are not mature enough, do not have, they react to a situation. The situation remains the same. But those who react, they don't move ahead. Those who act, they move ahead, ignoring that situation, and they are ahead of others. That is what we have to understand in life. I'll just make my presentation confined to 6-7 characters, what we talk about personality. This is the wheel of personality, I call. And I will say that life isn't about finding yourself, it is about creating yourself. God is very kind. God has made every person unique. There is no similarity in two people, so there is no point in comparing. Because God has not made you similar, so why you compare? Because God has made every individual as a gift by God on this earth. So when you are unique by God, you have to develop yourself differently. And that is, we say that you have your own personality. And that you have to work on and start understanding. So personality development, I'll start with build hope and optimism. The first character to understand, to develop yourself is build hope and optimism. If you have no vision, if you have nothing as a target, your efforts will not yield any outcome. So if there is no hunger, you will not relish the food. If you are not thirsty, you will not understand the value of water. So that is something you have to have some vision, some mission in life. Everyone has a different liking in life. So you have to have your own mission and vision in life. You have to have some hope. And hope and optimism should be based on positive thinking. Because I was just sitting with Swamiji before coming to this hall, and he was very, very nicely telling me that there is evil and good everywhere. And the point is that how we try to prevail good and develop good, that is how we have to focus on. And I think that is what you have to think, that you have to always think positive. Because I think God has not made any situation till now, what I understand in life, where you will not have two options. There is no situation in life where you not have more than one, or where there is only one option. And once you have more than one option, you will only be right if you have a positive thinking, you take the right decision. And that is very important to understand. So there are a lot of say literature, lot of talking, discussion on positive thinking. It's easy to say to be a positive thinker. When something happens wrong, many of us start thinking something in a negative way. And that is how you have to develop yourself. Start thinking in a positive way. If something has happened, I think it is something that if you are desiring something, you are not getting it. So don't be unhappy with it, because God has something better for you. If this mindset you make, you become a positive thinker. We try, put an effort to get something. Many times our effort does not succeed. Most of the time, it is not always that if you are trying to get good marks in your exam, if you are trying to get into a competitive examination, you put an effort, and many times, in spite of best effort, you don't succeed. That doesn't mean that you are not capable. It means that God has kept something, other option for you, and that will be a better option for you. And I can give you n number of examples. I quote example of one great man. You might have heard about Abdul Kalam Azad sir. He was a person who wanted to be a fighter pilot. If you have read his autobiography, Wings on Fire. So he wanted to be a fighter pilot. He appeared for NDA, National Defense Academy exam, appeared for the written, cleared the written exam, went for the medical board at Dehradun, was disqualified in the medical board. And when he was disqualified, so he was so unhappy that he went to Rishikesh and he wanted to jump into Ganges and commit suicide. So when he was trying to do, some saint saw him doing some unexpected activity, and he asked him, so he said, I'm very, very unhappy, I wanted to be there, my life is gone and all that. So he said, there was an ashram of Swami Shivanand in Rishikesh. So he said, you go and meet Swami Shivanand. So he went to Shivanand ashram, and somehow the God connects good people with good people always. So he got blessings of Swami Shivanand, and he said, oh, I think you have something better. Don't be only focused on one thing, and you go back home and think about what to do next. And believe me, he went home. He met his physics teacher, and he told him, sir, I wanted to be this, now I cannot do anything. So his physics teacher told him, you want to be involved with aeronautics, so why don't you do aeronautical engineering? And that was his words. He set for the competition, became an aeronautical engineer, and today we all respect him, know him as Abdul Kalam Azad sir. And that is one day, because God has something good for him. And so we got a better aspect of him when he turned and took a positive note of it. And I will tell you further, then when Kalam sir was awarded Padam Shri, so he made a special request to President of that time that, sir, I may be kindly permitted, after receiving Padam Shri in Rashtrapati Bhavan, to hold a small function in my village and take this Padam Shri from hands of my physics teacher. And he was permitted, and after receiving, he went to a small village. He identified his physics teacher, and he was very elderly. He took again Padam Shri from hands of his physics teacher, just to give a respect, because he gave him the direction in life, and which made him that great man. We remember him as Abdul Kalam Azad. Further, optimism is something we have to be always positive in life. There's nothing which can always be the end point of some thinking. There is nothing which can be ultimate, there's nothing beyond it. So whenever you have difficult time in life, you have to always sit and think, I can do something beyond it, I can do something better than this. Feeling good about the work you do. It is an old dictum that anything which you do with love and passion yields better results. If I ask all the students sitting in the hall, आपको किसके हाथ का खाना सबसे अच्छा लगता है? The answer will be only one, mother. Why? Are there not better cooks on this earth? But the love and passion by which she makes the meal for you, that makes the food much tastier and much palatable for you. So that is something to understand the value of these things, that when you do something in life with love and passion, I think nobody can stop your success. Nobody can stop your success. Third is, happier people are more healthy. I am a physician. I know that if you are happy, then all of your hormones are synchronized. And if you are unhappy, your hormones are desynchronized. And when the hormones are desynchronized, you have diseases. You know this. Laughter and humor decreases anxiety. We know that to be happy in life, you have to make others happy. Then only you can be happy, because you have a happy environment around. So you have to enjoy every moment of life, be happy. That only you can be a positive thinker. Second is, for students, I like to say, let's find balance. Unfortunately, today in modern era, we have become so competitive in the world. We are only valuing marks, we are only valuing grades, we are only valuing the success in competitive exams. I think that is important, because to get positions, to get careers in life is important, but equally important to develop as a person, as a personality, what we are talking about. So you have to have a balance, and I think you are at the best place where you have. I was just listening that today you have a program where you're going to look the galaxy and the sky. I think this is something very, very few institutions or schools in the country must be doing. So you have to develop overall, give equal time to your studies and give equal time to your extracurricular activities. That is also equally important in life, because studies can give you position, but your extracurricular activities can give you happiness along with positions. So you have to balance your life like that. And third is, create and learn. So I think you have to have a habit of creativity in life. We all were of your age. We used to have crafts class, and whatever small we made in our craft class, we used to appreciate as a creation. We used to keep very safe in our bags, carry home, show to 4 or 5 people, this I have made, because that was what I created. So learn some creativity. You may be a good writer, you may be a good singer, you may be a good actor, you may be a good listener of good music. That is also creativity. So have some creativities in your life, because when you become creative, you become satisfied. Whatever you do of your own, the originality of work is the biggest satisfaction. If you do something, you are copying something, you are mimic. I just give an example. We have so many good singers today. We have so many good singers, maybe a male singer, maybe a female singer, but people say, he sings like Kishore Kumar. She sings like Lata Mangeshkar. But nobody says that they sing better than. There are few singers who left the track and they had their originality. So people say, no, he sings differently. And he got a different recognition. So that is, originality in life is very important to understand whatever you do, because it is said that if you follow the footsteps of others, you cannot leave your footprints. So you have to create your footprints, so you have to be creative in life. Third is give. Unfortunately, we are always demanding from life, family, friends, society. We are always asking for. Learn the habit to give. Learn the habit to give. And I tell you, Sir Swamiji just mentioned a wonderful example that if you extend your hand, you are giving somebody a help, and that will come back to you. That will definitely come back to you. So learn to give something back, and I tell you that giving something, maybe, I think many teachers are sitting here, I am also a teacher. If I am sharing knowledge with my students, I have the biggest pleasure, because I am giving something to my next generation. I am a doctor, very humbly, I say in this hall that I am a trained robotic head neck surgeon. Robotic head neck surgeons are only 6 in the country at present. But believe me, if I go into my private practice, I will earn 20 times what Government of India is giving me as a salary. But I don't care about it, because what I am doing for the society, I'm trying to give an institute to the society, give back what the country has given to me. I think I'm feeling very happy what I'm doing of my choice, and I feel proud of it. So this passion has to come in, that you have to give back to the society. I know that this institute has very good alumni, and last time I came, I met few of the alumni also. So they are attached, they come back, they want to give back to the institute. So this character of giving back to the institute is very, very important if you want to be happy in life. Next is, there's a saying that you get what you give, and always give without remembering, and always receive without forgetting. That is always to be kept in mind. Next is, be grateful, count your blessings. It is always mentioned that there's a word gratitude. I think we all are taught and we all practice, most of us, when you get up in the morning, you should be thankful to God Almighty that you have got so many things what others don't have. And when you go to bed, you should be thankful to Almighty that my day went well, that I was healthy the whole day, I could do what I wanted to do, my commitments, I could help someone. And gratitude, you all are sitting in this hall, you should have a gratitude to your parents, because they have really worked hard for you, they have had some dreams for you, they have given their desires to bring you to this level. So you should have gratitude towards them. You should have gratitude towards your teachers. You should have gratitude towards your colleagues, those who help you in your difficult times. If you learn the habit of giving gratitude, you learn and develop the habit of helping others. Because same thing you do with others, they will give gratitude to you. So that is very important. I think gratitude is something, if I ask you, close your eyes, think about 3 things what you have today you are thankful for. You can think 30 things. I will ask you 3, we'll keep on counting, it will go beyond 30. So, but we never think about, we are only complaining, I don't have this, I don't have this. So this is something you should stop, you should be thankful whatever God or society or parents have given to you. So that is one thing to be happy. And it's not happiness that brings us gratitude, it's gratitude that brings us happiness. Always remember this. And then is increase humor. Because see, life is short. Life is short is not that we count life by years. We count life by journey of life. Life is short, people say life is short. It's not the quantification of life that 50 years, 60 years. It's the journey of life. Because many times we only focus on the targets and we do not focus or enjoy the journey of life. So journey of life is when you are moving in life ahead, whatever is left behind is left behind. You cannot turn back and get it back. So when you are going ahead, your age, you will be elder, you will be much more elder, you will be an adult, you will be a man, then you will be responsible parents. So this will not come back. So wherever you are positioned, try to enjoy those moments, have humor in it, have fun in it, and with discipline. That is very important, with discipline, that's very important. So, sorry, I go back. The first slide I'm showing is that when about more than 18 years back, I compiled a book because I am a surgeon and our life is very stressful. In theaters, our life is very stressful when we operate. So I thought there was there were lot of joke books in the market, but there was no book of jokes compiled for medical professionals. So I compiled this book about 18 years back, published through one of the renowned publishers, and I did not price it. I said it's not for sale, and I gave it for free distribution. We printed 50,000 copies till now, and free distribution. I said anyone who reads it, at least be happy for some moments. And this is book, it is available, but later my agreement was cancelled with the publisher. He put a price tag on it, so I have cancelled the agreement. So it will not be available because I said I have never written for price. So this book I wrote just to make some happy moments in the life of my professional colleagues. And laugh and the world laughs with you, weep and you weep alone. This we all know, that you have to be always a happy personality. People around will be happy. If you are always a sad person, people will try to avoid you. And when people avoid you, you are lonely, and that becomes much more difficult to handle. Then be more resilient. Now, resilient word simply means to bounce back. In the simplest language, there is nobody on this earth who never had difficult time. There is nobody who can say, I always had good time. Everyone has good and bad time. But when you have bad time, you should always hope for good time. That brings you back. That brings you back, and you bounce back, and you are again what you were original. So always have this. It's a difficult time. Good time will also come. When good time is there, except bad time will also come. So this is a cycle. And I think recently we lost one great man, Ratan Tata. And Ratan Tata ji words were that even the ECG line, what we see that ECG recording, that also has a positive wave, negative wave, positive wave, negative wave. So if it is positive, negative, you are alive. When it becomes a flat line on ECG, you know what happens, that you are not alive. So even the ECG tells you life is up and down, so you have to accept that reality of life. And what contributes to burnout? But why we feel low at times? First is, we try to be perfectionist. There is no word which says that anything can be done which is perfect. Even perfect can be perfectionized. Perfection, those who are into demand of perfections, they are always struggling with life. You should always try to do best as per your capabilities. That should be your satisfaction. Because perfection can never be attained. Somebody can do much better than you, then the bar of perfection goes up. So you should be only focused that this is my capability, I will try to do my best, and that should be your perfection satisfaction. So that you have to understand. If you don't do, you feel low. Many times Sachin Tendulkar also got out at 0. And the same Sachin Tendulkar made triple centuries. So it is not that Sachin Tendulkar was a bad player when he had 0. And he was only good when he made centuries. This happens in life. So you have to accept this. Second is lack of coping skills for stress. Now, when I said that you don't have a hobby, you don't have an extracurricular activity, when you are low, when you are not getting what you deserve, what you are not getting outcomes as per your expectations, you have no outlets. When you don't have outlets, you feel claustrophobic in those difficult times. So that's why we should learn how to handle these stormy days in our life, which everyone passes through. Some listen to music, some talk to friends, some just close the books and go for a walk. You may have your own ways, but learn this. This helps you. Personal, अभी स्वामी जी कह रहे थे कि आपको अपना सब कुछ स्वयं करना चाहिए, तो उसमें मैं कहूँगा कि अपने आंसू खुद पोंछना सीखिए, दूसरे पोंछेंगे तो सौदा करेंगे. So you have to learn to wipe your tears yourself. Otherwise, people who will come to help you at that time will try to ask something in favor. So you have to be strong enough to wipe your tears if you have tears in eyes. Okay? So lack of control, lack of time for self-care, and difficult and complicated situations, not enough time in the day, regret over choices, poor relationship. I think these are all causes. I just mentioned about ECG. And resilience can be trained. How you can train yourself? Have a flexible thinking. I just said there is no one answer to a question. There are always more than one. So when I always talk to my students also, my students come to me, sir, I've done my MBBS. What should I take for my post-graduation? So I ask, you want to be a physician, you want to be a surgeon? If he says physician, I say, very good. Then they say, sir, but you are a surgeon, you are saying physician is very good. I said, for you physician is good because you like to be physician. And I said, now if you want to be a physician, try to be the best physician. No decision in life is wrong, provided you have thought before taking it. And once you have taken a decision, try to make your decision right in front of the world that you have taken a right decision. Focus on that. That should be our aim, because what happens, we take a decision, then we are confused. I took a right decision, wrong decision. We are again confused. That's why we are not able to reach the targets. So take a decision after thinking, then don't look back. You have taken a right decision, prove that your decision was right. That's all. I give an example to it, that marriage is a very practical example to it. That you have time to think about before taking a final call. But once you have decided and you are married, then you have to make your marriage work, you have to have a happy family, then only you can be happy on this earth. So you have taken a decision. If you keep on repenting of the decision, your life will be hell. So you have to be very practical in life for that. Positive attitude, active coping skills, moral compass. I will say that today the generation is flying, they are having wings. It's good to have wings. But always remember that when you fly too high, then there is nobody around you to support you. And then it's only your upbringing which makes you sustain there. And it's an old saying, when you reach the top of the mountain, be sure you will find a tiger there. So that is something you have to consider in life. And I think next is make one small change. The biggest problem in our life is we don't want to change. The biggest problem is we don't want to change. And I tell you that every step in life counts. Even a minor change of habit. I think there is a wonderful book by James Clear, those who have read it, is Atomic Habits. And this Atomic Habits say that if you take small things into consideration and make small changes and you multiply them, then you make a sea change. जैसे कहते हैं बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है, ऐसे ही है कि आप छोटे छोटे चेंज अपनी लाइफ में लाइए and you will see a magnified outcome of those changes. And that is very important to understand. I think many of you habit of when to study, when to sleep. If you are not having a good sleep, you cannot focus in morning in the studies. If you try to have a fixed bedtime, your fixed feeding time. So all these small changes make your life in a different way. So these are very important to understand. And I think next I will talk about developing self-acceptance, self-esteem. It is said that what you think about yourself, people also think about the same about you. The first thing good about yourself. Be proud of yourself, be proud of your being here, being a unique person. If you are proud of yourself, people will respect you. If you don't value yourself, you always find that this is missing in me, this is not in me, this is in him or her, then why people will value you? So you have to first value yourself. Develop those values of self-esteem. Know and accept yourself. I explain this in a very good way that God has been very, very fair in distributing virtues to people. You name the legend singers, legend actors, legend art performers. They were not very beautiful, but they had the beauty of art. Those who were very beautiful, they could not sing, they could not dance, they could not act. Those who are very rich, they cannot sleep properly. Those who are not so rich, they sleep comfortably. So God has given equal to everyone on this earth, but we value what the others have. We don't value what we have. So you know and accept whatever you have the best. If you accept this, I think you will be a happy person on this earth and you can do wonders. Then possess courage, personal strength, personal weakness. I think if you sit and close your eyes, you can make out what good I have. And if you try to focus on that, to sharpen it, to imbibe it, develop it, I think you can do what you want to do. You are always hesitant in accepting that I have this good in me. If you say this, I'm good. Some of, I think, students have this habit. Some are good in sports, some are good in cultural. So if you identify your these positive virtues also, or values also, then I think you can develop yourself in a very different way. We hold our sports event in our institute. So our faculty came, sir, we should put 20 rupee entry fee. I said, why? They said, sir, that will limit the participant. I said, no, I want more participants. Make it free. Because in student life, if I have not been on the stage once, how do I know I can speak well, I can sing well? Because once I will go through my professional training, I will never have the chance to come on stage and prove myself. So let an opportunity be there. And then you explore yourself and say, I can sing well, I can act well, I can compare well. The boy who was doing comparing was doing excellent comparing. कभी खड़े हुए होंगे, उनको एहसास किया होगा मैं अच्छा बोल सकता हूँ, तो today he was doing, I was hearing he was doing very good comparing. So this is, you have to develop yourself. So 6 components of self-management, that is motivation, learning style and strategies, time management. When I talk about time management, I always say time nahi hai. Because the biggest excuse on this earth to do something, not to do something, is time nahi hai. And I think time management is one thing, again God has been very fair. He has given equal time to everyone on this earth. Maybe you are poor, maybe rich, you have equal value of time, equal amount of time. Now it is up to you how you utilize that time. Those who utilize time to the optimum, they are successful. Those who waste time, they are struggling with the life. So you have to have time management policies, and I think social, physical environment. And see, life is something for a student like this. You are always being observed. You are always being observed, and either marks, success, competition, career. So you have to perform. You have so much stress in life, and I think stress in life you have to learn from, unfortunately, from very early age. In our childhood days, I would mention that till class 6 we never bothered about exams. That we never bother exams. Today's students, they get into coaching, teaching, training. So much stress is there, so you have to be more wiser in the personality development what we were. I'll just take few more slides on the well-being related to health also, because I'm being a physician. We know the World Health Organization has said that it is not only physical well-being which is required to be healthy. It is mental health equally important. There is mental well-being is equally important to physical and mental health. When both components are healthy, then we say a person is healthy. We are focusing on physical health a lot, but equally important, 50% role in your well-being is your mental health. So you have to focus upon mental health, and it's okay to not be okay. Many times it's said that when you want to cry, cry. But be firm about those moments when you are crying, that I will not cry for this reason again. So you should have this conviction. If you feel like crying, you have done something or something wrong, cry, because this is emotion, don't hold it. But you should be firm in your determination. I will not cry for this same reason again in life. That is how you grow. That is how you grow. So this you have to also learn. And very important thing is you have to have a out-of-box thinking. Human mind can think infinity. Human mind can think infinity. You have no boundaries. You have seen, we all are in science era. We know that whenever I sit in aeroplane, still today, believe me, till childhood and till today, I have this thought, how this tons of iron machine flies in the sky like a bird. What is this? This is thinking of human mind, out-of-box thinking. Somebody thought, and today we have a revolutions like this. And this is true for every chain is related to idea. These days, it's a science and time of innovations. And innovations come from anything. Anybody can think. COVID, we saw that so many innovations came. People made masks through which you can eat. You can use masks through which you can see each other. You can, because I'm an ENT surgeon, people who were deaf and dumb. So somebody called me, sir, those who are deaf and dumb, they only read the lip movements, and now people are putting masks, they cannot understand. So I devised a mask which was transparent. And I said that people, those who are deaf and dumb, they can use this, at least lip movement can be seen. Small ideas can help people, that comes into mind like that. So critical thinking, you have always two options in life, either fight, bhag lo, ya flight, ya bhag lo. So choice is yours. If you fight back, you win. If you run away, you were supposed to win, but you lost the opportunity. So don't think about, and failures are pillars of success. We all have failed in life. Nobody can say, I never failed in life. We all have failed in life in our efforts, attempts, but they have taught us, they have not hold us. We never got stuck with those failures. We have to. Now, when you talk about personality, you know this personality? Okay. So he was a great personality. Agreed? How many agree? Raise your hand. Very few hands. Okay. He was a personality. How many respect this person? Raise your hand. Okay, more hands. So you have two personalities. You have to decide. There are two extremes. There are two extremes of personality. So you have to find a mid path between these two. So you have to focus your personality between, you have to have both the characters. There are many positive things in the Hitler's personality. There are many positive things in Mahatma Gandhiji's personality. So you have to develop your person somewhere in between. You have to make your choices. Don't find fault with others, rather learn to see your own faults. That is very important. And everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself, herself. And that is very important too. And we started with we started with who are you? So nobody can tell you who are you. You have to explore and find yourself, who am I? How I have to develop myself. You are your personality, there is life coach. Nobody can tell you that what develop. And these are words of Swami Vivekananda ji. Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. That should be your target. And adversity should teach you something, should not stop you when adversity strikes. Some people buy crutches, others grow wings. And that is, you make use of. Another very important quote by Swami Vivekananda ji, we are what our thoughts have made us. So take care about what you think. Words are secondary, thoughts live, they travel far. So be a positive thinker. Same was told by Father of the Nation. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. And become the kind of person who spreads sunshine and joy wherever you go, not whenever you go. I tell you one very interesting thing in my office. Many people come and they just talk which is not relevant. So, and I'm busy with my work. So I have put a board behind my chair saying some people bring pleasure when they come, some people bring pleasure when they go. So I have written, so I can read the faces. Some people sit, after 2 minutes they leave. I think that he came for the second cause. So you have to be very clear in your mindset. So again, you have to explore. And believe me, it is never too late we learn daily today. And I will accept that daily I learn. I came today, I talked to Swamiji, I also learned something he was talking so good about. I come to this school, I learn something every time. I come, I get motivated. We all are learners throughout our life. So it is never late to change yourself, to develop yourself, to see what you are capable of. So thank you very much. And if you have any doubts, queries, students, they can ask me. I will be too glad to answer those. Any student who has any thought, any doubt, any queries, any conflicts, it will be my pleasure to address to. I think it's a long day for them, so they feel tired. That's why. Anyone? Okay. Okay. So if it is, hai koi bacha nahi? Okay. If it is not there, so once again I thanks to RKMV Vidyapith for this wonderful opportunity to be amongst you. Thank you very much, and be positive thinker. I wish all of you a very bright, successful future, to the students particularly. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You, along with your words, okay. So I guess I'm connected now. So you, sir, along with your words, and you, sir, as an example for our students, I think it's something that we treasure for a long time to come. You indeed have spread the sunshine today, and it won't just be limited to just this moment. So it would stay. Thank you so much, sir.